Hey everyone, this is Sunbro, and I'm back with more of my Dark Souls 2 playthrough walkthrough guide. This is gonna be a little bit of a weird episode, because it's mainly just filling in for my lost episode of, the playthrough number 6, which I lost when my computer broke. So while this is New Game Plus Plus and would have normally been a part of the Sunbro Plays section of Dark Souls 2 stuff, it's going to be for this. So this is not how it's going to look your first time through. Obviously, there's more enemies and there's dark spirits and stuff, but it's just how this has to be. So, sorry for the inconvenience, and the normal episodes will be back once this one completes, because all that you guys missed was me killing the old Dragonslayer. And as for speculation about who the old Dragonslayer is, I hit him. Just kind of gonna leave that up to you guys. As to not have everyone be like, no, it's this way, or it's this way, or it was actually an illusion of Gwendolyn, and this is the real Ornstein, or, you know, the time is distorted, and blah blah blah, so this is Ornstein somehow. I don't know. Or is it Ornstein, or not Ornstein, some dude that just liked the legend of him and dressed up like him or something? I don't know. I don't. So, it's all those things, then. So if you think it's him, then it is, and if you think it's not, then it's not. Because what I learned from first Dark Souls, watching it my first time before I did videos, there can be as much evidence as you can possibly give someone, and they will never believe you, no matter what sometimes. So, just not gonna bother. And man, this guy's hitting me a lot. There we go. So I'm just not gonna bother. Correct blue eye orb. And though it's kind of gonna be a bit of a run, we're gonna go and grab a summon after we make it most of the way over here. Don't dodge, I must strike you with my lightning. There we go. So again, this area isn't gonna look the same, but I'm gonna point out the items that are over past that point. Got a divine blessing here. And normally there will only be the two enemies and not the red spirit. Or dark spirit, however you want to say. There will also not be these two dark spirits, and the hammer guy will not be over there. Don't block. Come on. Oh, you were trying to guard break me. Don't appreciate it. There you go. Oh, shit. He wasn't dead. I thought he was falling. I didn't realize I had just broken his guard. Glug. Alright. These guys have so much health. There we go. Let's see if I can bait him over here. Got him. Might as well just keep shooting him. I certainly have enough ammo to do so. Hey, thanks. Whoa, my camera almost killed me. Pressed the center to lock on, and I almost walked off the bridge. Poke, poke. Poke, poke. Got him. Then this lever will pop up here, allowing you entrance into the cathedral. And I still really like how the sky looks. And the gate can't kill you if you stand too close, at least as far as I know. I tested it and stood right next to the edge one time and I didn't get clipped by it. But if you're worried, just stand back. And yeah, what we're going to do now is first use human effigy. But you can actually use the summon here twice, I believe. I was able to use it twice in New Game, so hopefully I can use it twice in New Game Plus. Yep. Well, New Game Plus Plus. But yeah, so there's this summon sign that you can use to fight that boss, and he'll go away when you win. But then you can also summon him again. And he'll, you know, be recklessly running into the battle. So it's best to do what I just did and summon him after you've cleared out most of the enemies, unless you're having a hard time just clearing the enemies in general. Then it's better just to use him to get to the boss, because if he dies on the way, then it won't be making the boss stronger, because if you go in with a summon, it'll give the boss more health. So at least use him to get through the area if you're having difficulty with that. But I'm going to be using him for the boss, just to show you guys that it's easier. Well, at least as long as I don't die. Then there's this old Radiant Life Gem. And then in here, you'll have an extremely useful ring for the beginning of the game. That is the Ring of Binding, and it pretty much works like, I didn't play Demon Souls, so if I'm wrong with the name of the ring, I'm sorry. I think it's called Nexial Binding, or something like that. But anyway, there's a ring in that game that even when you are, you're not hollow in that game, I don't remember what it's called, but when you are dead, or just not human, whatever you are, there's a ring you can wear, so instead of running around with 50% health all the time, you will have 75% health. And what this ring does is close to that. What it'll do is, if you are wearing it constantly, every time you die, it'll only reduce you by 5% for each death, and it'll only go down to 80%, and then it'll stop. But you gotta be wearing the ring. So, but it's nice because if you die enough where you're at 50% health and you put on the ring, then you just have to heal and or rest of the bonfire, and then you'll be back up. So, anyway, enough talk. Get close to me so I can buff you. Awesome. Oh, I didn't put on my pyromancy hand. This is going so wrong. Where is it? Here we are. Alright. Flames, because lightning doesn't do too much against the not Ornstein person. Hey, not Ornstein. Ow. Oh, that breaks your guard. I haven't fought him in ages, so I'm just kind of feeling him out right now. Alright. Yay. That still does what I want it to. Whew. That was bad. I should not have gone two-handed. Trying to see how much my two-handed version of that attack would do. But I should not risk it. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright. Oh. Get back! No! We got hit. Poke you, Ornstein. Poking you. Come on. Uh-oh. Boom. And that's another, you know, lore thing you could think about if you like. Why he's using dark now. Oh, crap. Ah! Why he's using dark now instead. But again, things I do not know. Oh, I can't let Glamour get the finish. Oh, I don't know who got it. But whatever. Praise the sun! Or Glenor, whatever his face is called. But yeah, that was old Dragonslayer. And another thing I know people have been speculating about is they're like, hey, these swords look a lot like the sword that Gwyn had. And that's true, but they could have just reused stuff. Because there's only so many different ways a sword can look. And the great swords for the stone knights out there also look fairly similar to the statues there. Alright, so, got those. And the Heide Knight Iron Mask is a really good helm for the beginning of the game, so it's what I always wear after I get it here, and then I keep it for a little while. And then you also got the Tower Shield there, and that is pretty much going to be your first Great Shield in the game, so this is a really good place to go. Because it is an optional area. It's even more optional than going through the Dragon Rider, because you have to go through the Dragon Rider if you want to get to No Man's Wharf. But all going up here does is get you these and him. So if you don't care about that, then don't come up here. But you get to fight a boss, and you get this stuff, and a covenant. He also sells a lot of cool stuff.
Proud knight, you may come to me, Targray, for help.
Thanks. Oh yeah, I'm already in his thing. I'll see if he has any dialogue.
We Knights of the Blue must rely upon one another to achieve our greater goal. Present your token of fidelity to test your strength against other knights.
Got it. He sells Morningstar, Halberd, Monastery Charm, Holy Water Urn, Boltstone, which is very useful for faith builds because you're going to have pretty high lightning. And then you have cracked blue eye orbs, and they are absurdly expensive. But if you want to do, how would I put it, lawful invasions, then you're going to need those. And then he sells Emit Force, another good thing for Faith builds, and Heavenly Thunder. This is a pretty decent ranged attack. It's not as good as Lightning Spear, but it's pretty good to have in the beginning of the game as a second ranged attack. And then you have this, which is basically a lightning version of Firestorm, because for Firestorm, jets of flame come up out of the ground, and for this one, bolts of thunder come from the sky. So that's pretty much just what that is.
Do your work.
Yeah, I know. Thing with this covenant is there isn't too much of a point for being in it and wearing the ring that you get. Where is it? Here we go. It says automatically summons you to other worlds, but it only summons you to other worlds for people that are in this covenant, Apostles of Blue, and that is what you get from the guy at the monument in Majula. He'll give you that covenant. So basically, it's only good for the beginning of the game because players that have already gotten to this point in the game will be in this covenant, and then they'll be wearing this ring. So then if you're a low-level player and you're only in this covenant, then if you get invaded, these guys will be automatically summoned to help you if you're wearing, or if they are wearing, this ring. But once you're around, like, level, I don't know, 40 or so, you're going to be outside the summoning constraints, which is, it's pretty much the same as last game. It's 10 levels in difference, and then 10% of your level. So if you're level 150, it's going to be 25, because it's going to be 10 levels, and then 10% of 150 for the 15. So you have to be within 25 levels of someone. So if you were at a level 150, you could summon people that are 175 and 125. So that's how that works, if I made any sense. So and the reason I mentioned that was just because there's no point in wearing that ring to get automatically summoned when you're high level, because nobody that I know of, at least, stays in that Apostles of Blue Covenant for very long in the game. They'll be either joining the Covenant that I'm in, they'll be joining the Bell Tower one, the Heirs of Sunlight, etc. So there isn't really a big point in staying in this covenant for those type of invasions. I'm only in it because at some point I'm going to be using the cracked blue eyes to do invasions of people who have committed sins and such. So yeah, but that's it for this one, and I hope it helped. I'm sorry it was kind of a weird episode. Things are going to resume normal for the next time, and hopefully they're going to keep being normal, because I'm no longer going to record a video and just leave it. I'm going to upload it right away, even if I make a bunch in a row, and I'm just going to set them as private and change them to public every day, so I won't ever risk losing any. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. That's it for this one. Remember to praise the sun, and I will see you all next time.